Hi everybody, welcome to another video courtesy of Kevin, who does a fabulous job for us. It's been some time since we revisited our historic Employee of the Month winners, and I'm delighted to say that today's video is us doing exactly that. So whilst it's a recap for some of you from some time ago, I think really powerful to see the stories re-emerge from the previous winners that we've had, the fantastic stories that you've all got for us. And there's not too much more for me to say. I think you all are aware I'm a massive advocate for our Employee of the Month scheme. It's a baby of mine. I'm really passionate about it. The feedback that we get and as an exec from all the comments and all the votes really do mean a lot, and we spend a considerable amount of time talking about it. It's really powerful for us, and I really encourage you all to keep engaging with that. Cast your vote every month, and hopefully I'll see most of you again across the site soon to look back at these stories, which are fantastic, and also come and find one of you very worthy winners in the near future. So make sure you're casting your votes. Tell us who you think is making a big impact on site. We want to know, we do care, and have a look at these fantastic stories, and hopefully you can be one of them in the near future. Thanks everybody.
I'm Richard Joseph McGoff. I'm one of the night cleaners. My job is to ensure the safety of the customers and to make sure everything is neat and tidy and spick and span. Until you actually do work the night shift, you don't realise how much of the health and safety and the health and hygiene of the customers is impacted by the nights team. We try to ensure that there is no slips and falls throughout the day. So usually I don't swap shifts, but if we are short-staffed and I get a phone call, I can't leave the staff short-handed. So we also do laundry, which is your robes, towels. We also do leisure. So that's your poolside, your gym, reception, corridors. Basically anything that needs cleaning, we do clean it. Crowwood is a great place to work. It was quite the surprise to find out that I had won it. What it took to win was I stayed around for an extra half hour to help sort out the mobile pool cover down in leisure because they were struggling with it. They were struggling because they didn't have the people or the strength to deal with it. So I was working down there anyway, so I stayed on half an hour. I'd like to say thank you. I weren't expecting it. It were a nice surprise. Allowed me to go and try Bertram's for the first time after the revamp, and I really enjoyed the food. On behalf of the nights team, being Shelley, Mickey, Dylan, myself, John, despite my grumbly exterior, I enjoy working with a lot of you. You always make my night a lot more memorable. So thank you.
My name's Jonathan Scott. I work in Wilfred's Kitchen as one of the senior chefs. It's amazing what a sympathy vote can do. Either that or a lot of bribery. I always try and be as friendly as I can to everyone. Always say hello. I'm originally from Yorkshire. Moved over to Lancashire about 7 or 8 years ago. I think the best days in the kitchen are when we do have a function for 250, 300 people, as well as a full restaurant at the same time. The time just flies by. So from a chef point of view and the hours we do, again, it's the company looks after you. You're not doing 70, 80-hour weeks, which I have done in the past. They do try and promote the work-life balance of the fact, we do 48 hours in a kitchen. For a chef to do 48 hours in a kitchen, it's unheard of. It's a lovely thing to be able to do in a job that you love doing. I actually gave that to my parents to use here. The air quality in here is very, very clean, ridiculously clean, which was, because of my dad's condition at the time, was ideal for him. It was just nice for them to be able to get out after so much, they spent so much time isolating because of his condition. But yeah, it was nice for him to come here, and I was proud to give it to him.
My name is Asteras. I'm working here 4 years, originally from Lithuania. And my job role, I started as a barista. I did a bar job for a couple of months, and then I'm waiting staff, waitress. I live in Burnley, like 2 miles away from Crowwoods. Live with my husband and 2 boys. Even Burnley is not big, but where I used to live, there's a very small village, so it's big difference, which is good. It's more opportunities, more jobs, more things to do. It's very relaxed atmosphere. That's why I'm here 4 years and enjoying every single day. My favorite part is jacuzzi and a swimming pool, because I can bring my kids as well and spend quality time with them. Some days I'm working in the lounge as a waiter, and then on Thursday I'm doing my classes as well. So it was amazing when I decided to go to India to be qualified as a sound therapist. And then I went to Janine, gym manager, and I just quickly told my idea, what I want to do. And she, of course, on that moment, she didn't know what I'm talking about, because it was new. But I said, just give me a chance. So she gave me a try, and I'm still there. It's nearly 2 years. So I brought my stuff, I brought my blankets, I brought my candles, and they trusted me to do whatever I want, because this is my creation. So I'm so glad that I had that opportunity to come here and show myself. So much opportunities here if you want to do something. You can grow if you want to, you can do different things. I would like to say thank you for people who voted for me, and even for people who not voted for me as well. People who's working with me, helping me, and people who's coming to my class as well. Thank you so much to trust me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Hania. I'm a waitress here at Wilfred's. I've been a waitress here for nearly 3 years. I started in summer of 2022 and I am now 19. I started when I was 16. I live in Burnley, in the heart of Burnley, and I am at university at the moment. I am studying diagnostic radiographer, and hopefully in the next 2 years I'll be a qualified radiographer. Oh, I love meeting the new people. I think that's probably the best part of the job. You're meeting regulars, you're also meeting people from all around, everywhere to be fair. And when they say, oh yeah, we saw this on social media, we decided to come, and it's just lovely hearing people's stories and why they wanted to come here and why Wilfred's was a particular restaurant they wanted to visit in Burnley. I started from the kitchen to the bar to the restaurant, so I kind of trained on everywhere. So I think that's why I do everything. And but I'm particularly known as a waitress that just serves people food, serves people drink, give order of service. But yeah, I kind of do everything in a restaurant. Being a waitress involves having a really positive personality. If they need help with something, for example, like what food to have, what wines to have, being able to have that good knowledge. So I think after being here for 3 years, I've got a really good knowledge of everything that's on the menus. I think it's quite a rewarding job. Like, you get to see, your customers go home happy, give you like good reviews and everything. It's also the friends you make in this place. I think ever since I started, I've made really good friends, and I feel like we've been so close since we started. And I love them. I love the people that I work with. I don't think I'd trade them for anything. Ever involved in that kind of stuff. So when I heard about it, I was like, I actually did wonder why I got it. But when I looked at the comments, it said someone that was always involved, always wanted to help. If there was shifts needed to pick up, I always chose them. If different areas of the restaurant needed help, I'll always help. If I needed to stay behind, I'd help. I think that kind of was what pushed people to kind of vote me as Employee of the Month. Cool. My mum was really, really surprised. She was like, how on earth did you get that? You're the most talkative person ever. So I'm thinking, how did she get Employee of the Month? But I think my mum was really proud, and all the staff were like really proud as well. They were all happy. They all congratulated me. So I think it was deserved, I guess. Me, my mum and my sister, we went out to the sister restaurant, the Lounge, and we spent money there eating food, all the good food there. I love everyone that I work with. I'm so appreciative of you all. Hopefully more Wilfred staff gets Employee of the Month.
I'm Emily, I'm the floor manager at Wilfred's. I've been here since 2020 in September, and I started as a supervisor. About 6 months in, then I went to floor manager, and I've been the floor manager ever since. I live in Burnley at the minute, but I'm originally from Bolton, and I've worked in hospitality since I was 16. So I worked at Northcourt and the White Swan at Fence. I've always worked in sort of high-end establishments. So I changed from being back of house to front of house, and I wanted to stay somewhere with a good reputation, somewhere nice, so then I chose here. A lot of our staff are sort of 17 to 19 age range, so from college to uni, so we help a lot with even sort of personal life, helping them to grow with what we can help with outside of work. But I think between departments, we have a really good working relationship because I have to communicate a lot between banqueting, events, hotel reception. So if I'm running the restaurant on the evening, if there's any issues, I've got to communicate with the duty manager on reception, especially if there's people dining from that event in our restaurant, so they might dine with us the night before in the restaurant, then I'll be looking after them on the bars the night after. With other managers, we've created training packs to help the team. One good point that I brought in was that we do staff quizzes. So that's a little bit of fun for the team that we created, and they win like a little chocolate bar. So we do that throughout the week. We've now moved on to Cahoots, so it's a bit more integrated with their age range. Obviously I've worked front of house since I was like 15, 16. I did my work experience front of house. So I remember what it's like to be like that and nerve-wracking and not knowing how to do anything at the beginning. I think good communication, being understanding of each individual's own opinion on something, like that is a really good one to be aware of. You might have an opinion that you're right on something, however within your team you need to accept their opinions and be open to that they might be right on something, and I think that's the best way to work together. Sometimes you think you go a bit unnoticed because you're constantly looking after everyone else, so it was sort of nice to be looked after by someone above you, so it was a nice treat. So I got it just before my birthday, which I'd already booked in the spa. My partner works for the company as well, so he was really happy for me for winning it. He's part of management as well, so slightly jealous that I'd got it and not him. I think continuous hard work and a continuous good mindset. Sometimes you might feel it's gone unnoticed, but in the bigger scheme of things, I don't think you're ever unnoticed here. We are a really good sort of close-knit team, we're good friends and we do socialise, so it's nice to have that from the team. At the time it was Jason that was working from Bertram's, one of the waiters, so thank you to you for nominating me. Bertram's were currently working with us at that time, so it was nice to have staff members from another department work with us and enjoy working with us, so thank you. A big thank you to all the team that work with me and above me. Everyone works so hard on a daily basis and we do such a good job working together.
My name's Nathan. I work in the hotel in Crowwood, Burnley. I've been here for about a year and a half now, working with a good friend here, Rudolph, as you can see in the background. I'm here today to talk about winning Employee of the Month, which I was absolutely over the moon to win. I couldn't believe it, to be honest with you. For someone who was still on probation and to win it, it was quite a shock to me, especially when Oliver came over to me, asked for my name. I thought I'd done something wrong. But as fortune had it, I was pleased to win Employee of the Month. What a great business this is to work with, a family business as well. To think that 20 years ago it used to be a dairy farm, and just to see it build and build and get to where it is now. I'm an only child, I live with my mum and dad, and actually an IVF baby, so I'm quite fortunate to be here. All my life I'd probably say I've worked with a lot of the public. I've done over 10 years in retail, so I guess I've got that people skills that's great in my job and position, because I'm always working with different people in the public. I'd say the job of a porter is being somebody that you're the first person that greets at that door. So your first impact on people coming in goes a massive long way. And I guess it's knowing knowledge about everything. You never know what your day is going to bring. You could end up doing something completely different, or it can be quite busy. So it can throw a lot of curveballs at you. But I'd say the main purpose is helping the guests and being there for them. It's, like I said, there's over 300 staff here, and you can't remember everyone's names, but it's good to just give them a smile and a nod, just ask them how the day is, and that creates that good bond and connection. And I think that's what makes Crowwood so strong as a business, because it is a family business, like I said, and you do get looked after in that way, and you get good teams and good people that work here for long term. I was obviously very, very grateful. I don't know what you saw in me, but obviously I'm glad that you did vote for me, and it's very much appreciated. I was lost for words, like I said. I spent my voucher, I had a lovely family meal and it was good to bring my family to a place where I just started and to show them what a fantastic establishment where I'm working in. And I think they were just as pleased as I were when I achieved the award. But honestly, a massive thank you to everybody who's voted. I just want to say thank you very much for the votes.
My name's Mark Burrows, I work in the maintenance department. I won Employer of the Month in August 2024, and my job role is anything that comes up that needs repairing doors, siliconing, tiles getting broken, maybe a light out. If anyone comes up and they've got a problem, no matter what it is, I'll tend to help people or try and find a solution for them, and maybe that's come across certain people, and that's why I got voted. It's a great setting, but it's not just the place. I think it's the people. There's some really good people here, and I made some good friends here, and I think that's it. It's just not just the place; it's the people as well. Spent the money on the spa, came for the day with the family, and also had something to eat in Bertram's. Yeah, my wife loves it here, so yeah, she keeps telling me I've got to book it again soon. So.
So you're going to win it again?
Got to win it again soon, hopefully, yeah. It's overdue. I'd like to say thank you to everyone that voted for me. I don't know who they are, but somebody recognised what I did, so yeah, I'd like to say thank you to them. Definitely, yeah, if people walk around with the right attitude, if they're happy in the work, then that will definitely transfer with a smile on the face, and it gives a better impression to customers when they're walking around.
My name's Janet. I work dual role between reception and reservations, and it was 2024 when I won Employee of the Month. Overwhelmed and wasn't expecting it at all. We just have a lovely team, and I think everybody appreciates someone who works hard, and I appreciate them as well. So yeah, I think it was that. I think we all get on very well, we all support each other, and if somebody's struggling with something, then we help each other. We do reception, which obviously involves checking guests in on a daily basis, and then we do reservations, which is obviously answering the phone, taking bookings, things like that. I think for us on a daily basis, the wow factor, we don't feel so much anymore. But yeah, you generally see it on a day-to-day basis of people walking in with their phones out and taking pictures for TikTok. The staff morale is really good, and we have a great team in reception and reservations. Yeah, it's just a really nice, friendly place to work. Yes, I booked a spa day for me and my sister. Yeah.
What did she think of it?
She loves it. Yeah. She doesn't want to go anywhere else now because she's been to the best. I felt honestly overwhelmed. I wasn't expecting it. They're just amazing. There's 32 of us, I think there is now. And yeah, they're all amazing, and thank you.
I'm Kevin. I'm from Burnley. Originally from Burnley. I moved to Blackpool. Spent 40 years in Blackpool and then moved back to Burnley 2 years ago. I'm married. I'm 49 years old, and I've been working at Crowwood for just over a year. Well, I work nights because I know exactly what I'm doing. It's the same, the shifts are the same every night, 10:45 till 7:15 in the morning. Title is night porter. We do everything from being front of house, reception, checking guests in, to security. One night we'll be setting up an event, and the next night we'll be coming in and clearing up the event. Lots of moving furniture, tables and chairs. We'll strip out an event, and then the hoovers come out, the mops come out, the brushes come out. We totally clean it all down before we reset again. Because it's a big complex, we've got Soccer Burnley and Bertram's, the spa, so we have the vehicles outside. We drive around 2 or 3 times a night, different times. We walk around the building, we check all 3 floors, the fire exits. Yeah, so we look after the security of the complex. Also, we look after the safety of the guests. Everybody thinks the night shift is easy. I even, when I took the job, thought the night shift would be easy, but at certain times of the year, it certainly isn't. The favourite part of my job is knowing that we have done a good job and we've successfully set up an event or kept the hotel safe. Yeah, to win Employee of the Month was, it felt special. Apparently I'm the first member of the night team to win it in 3 or 4 years. I think I won it in my first 4 months of being here. So it shows that I had support from my new team, because they obviously all voted for me. It's giving encouragement for one of them to try and win it as well. I spent my £150 voucher on a day in the spa, so I had a good, relax from it, and I stayed in a hotel for a night and watched them work rather than me work. So I spent the voucher well. So yeah, I'd just like to say thanks to Leslie, Laird, Reese for voting for me. And not everybody's worked in a hotel before. Some have worked in supermarkets, where I brought my experience and added it to what they already had as a team. I think I bring confidence to the team as well, because when there is an issue, it doesn't bother me. I'm used to it. I used to run a pub on my own I'm used to dealing with alcohol, or people that drink lots of alcohol. So to me, I've been there, I've seen it. Here it's a bit different standard of guests to what it is in Blackpool in a backstreet pub. Yeah, I was very proud to win Employee of the Month, and I was shocked that I didn't win it again for the month after.
My real name is Agnieszka, but everybody calls me Aggie. I've been here for a year and a half, just a little bit over that. I live in Haworth in Yorkshire, so I travel to work. I'm married and I've got one furry baby called Gordon. I'm assistant banqueting and conference manager. It's a very long name. But basically we look after everything that's connected with this side of the hotel, so the big function room. A lot of it is behind the scene that you don't really see, so I look after the linen. All the dishes are on different plates, so we kind of have to make sure that we've got the right amount of plates. I do a little bit of paperwork, but my manager looks after that a little bit more. And then we just run an event on a day, so making sure the food goes to the right people, and we look after the dietaries, and then put everything back away, and then we start again next day. I work 2 till 11, which is the room service, which comes under our department as well. So I do that, and I do some mornings. It's very, very different shifts. Seeing the event from the start to the end. So if I prepped it with all the linen and plates and everything, and put the hard work like a day before, and then on a day, from the first time I meet the person to the end when she has to sign any paperwork or anything, and then she's enjoyed the day. So I like the fact that you can see the whole thing from the start to the end. So I love working with our team. We have quite a lot of young people. Obviously the big events, you can have probably like 15, 16 staff on at the same time, so it's quite chaotic. But I love that we're working with the youngsters, and I feel like it's quite important. We take it quite seriously to make sure that they know that they have to come to work on time and they have to be presentable, because I feel like it does give them that good start into their life, knowing that they have to do all those things. Be honest, work hard, and enjoy what you do probably. What did I do? I've not spent it yet. So my mum's coming over on holiday next week, and we're going to go and enjoy, I think, a lovely meal in the Bertrams with it. Thank you everybody for voting.
I am Pete, senior sous chef in the hotel. I look after the banqueting really, weddings, football teams, corporate events, charity balls. So when Neil's not here, it's up to me to keep the place going, look after everybody else, make sure the food's up to standard, make sure everybody's happy. I've worked all over the country really, up to the top level, Michelin star. I've worked in pubs, and I've been here nearly 8 years now. I do love my job here. It's a good place to work. They look after you. Every day is different, which is why I like the banqueting side of it. This is a lot bigger than your standard kitchen anywhere. It's state of the art, everything's top of the range. It is a joy of a kitchen to work in really. We're very lucky like that here. You don't have to be friends, but we are friends, and that helps. That you can, you need to have a laugh with people. I've got to be flexible in my job, so like last week I was covering the breakfast shifts. Breakfast shifts, some people might think are easy, but they're definitely not. Not when you've got up to 160 people in the restaurant. It's an early morning, you've got to be reliable, you've got to have a good setup. You are a one-man band on breakfast, so whether you've got 13 or 160, So that goes back to your setup. You know, the better setup you've got, the easier. Nice that you can still be up the ladder and still get recognised, really. Like, you know, you're not just taken for granted. My fiance would like a spa day, so it's just finding time to get that booked in. So one day. I'm sure plenty of other members of staff across the site deserve it as well. But yeah, thank you, I appreciate it.
So there's some absolutely fantastic stories, and I'm sure you will all agree. A great watch, and well done again to everybody. I don't have much time in this video to give you a significant business update. We are trading well. That will come in the near future. So thanks again for all your efforts. You all do an amazing job. It's much appreciated, and keep up the good work. Thank you.